I'm laying out for the ribs on that air conditioner cover. This is where I'm gonna put a slot, a hole, 1/2 inch wide. So I'm gonna lay this out. This is just mud, dirt, dust. That's what I gotta do. We'll see how it looks when we're done. It's the same 1/4 inch plastic. Wish me luck. Drilling the holes out. That'd be my guide holes. Okay, you get the idea here, right? I got an end of a slot and another end of a slot. Now all I got to do is cut this out. I can either use a jigsaw or a knife or something like that. Probably gonna try a razor knife. I'll need to cut here and here, and we'll have a slot. That's how I'm doing it anyway. There you go, it's all laid out. You see that one hole? That's not a big deal. I'll put tape on the bottom, fill that with epoxy, wait till it hardens and sand it off. This one's in the middle of the hole, or slot. So all I got to do is cut them out, poke it out, and I'm done. Okay, the simple idea behind this, just to take a razor knife and follow along my lines multiple times. Okay. Remember, nobody's going to see this except from the ground. All it's got to do is look pretty decent. You do this on this side, do the same on the other side, and cut this multiple times, 7, 8, 10. Okay, we'll do the same on the back side and slice it up and then pop it out. You clean up the holes or the slots, okay, and that's all there is to it. Just keep cutting multiple times, both sides. Like I said, it's going to take, depending on the pressure, how sharp your knife is, 7 to 10 strokes to cut it. You'll know when you go through, but you want to do both sides so you end up with a straight cut. And there you go. Nice and easy. Could I use a jigsaw? Sure. It's more fun this way. But it's a nice straight cut too. So That's why I'm doing it this way. You choose to do it your own way. Here's a pro tip for you, if I'm a pro. Whenever you make your first cut, make it light, not too heavy, firm, but you're not trying to cut, you're just trying to mark and get a little groove started. So it's a lot easier to control that first cut if you're a little bit light and just make a little groove in it. Little pressure just to make a groove. See, now when you go in, you can press a little harder on the next, a little harder on the next, and you can go deeper and deeper, and you can take your knife, really put some power in there. But that first cut, nice and light. Okay, I'm gonna make some noise. We'll see if this is better or worse. I already did one. So it's a lot less effort. Maybe we'll do the rest that way. I can clean them up with a file, sandpaper, whatever, knife. The old ones left little marks in there. The old way, the old timers way. Alright, we'll do it this way. You were right. Again. Well, there's my little dam made out of tape to hold back the epoxy, and just mixed up a batch, put it down in that hole. Okay, so let it sit there and set up. As soon as it's done, then I can peel the tape off, sand off any high spots, and I got a repair in it. You'll never see it when it's painted. Pretty simple. Well, there's my piece laying in there that I made. Doesn't look too bad. It'll look better when the colors match and I get the rest of that tarp on there. Fill in that great big giant hole right there. So I gotta glue and screw it in, my piece that I put in there, and then do some epoxying and creative fiberglassing. I'll get it. Maybe you could see I kind of tried to match the original curve on my slats. So all I did was heat them up a little bit with a propane torch. But anyway, now I gotta get it glued to it and wrap this in my homemade fiberglass and stiffen everything up, get it so it's tied in good. I'm going to use some 5-minute epoxy to glue it down into place, and I'm going to put a few screws in it. Down here there's some holes. I'm going to go ahead and screw it in, see if I can get it to stiffen up a little bit. There we go. This thing is so tore up. That plastic is really weak, but I got some screws in the bottom. I got some epoxy all around. I got some screws up in the top. So hopefully that holds everything together. And when I put this down and epoxy it. That's going to look good. I got a piece for the front for in here. We'll epoxy all that. I think it'll work out. Should look good from the ground. But yeah, I'm kind of epoxying everything, gluing everything to a weak structure to begin with. So hopefully this helps out and helps hold everything tight together. So we'll go from there. This might work after all. Well, I got a little bit more to do. There's some trimming, but there's the side of it. Looks better than it was. It'll look good when it's painted. You won't see all that stuff on there, discolorations and whatnot. Well, paint job didn't turn out too bad. I think it looks pretty good. Here's that one. There's that other one. I think it's okay. Well, this is a finished product of several coats of that roofing material and so on. And now you can see what the air conditioning covers look like. Hopefully, if it stays in focus. There we go. Don't look too bad, huh? What's the matter? Stupid camera. There we go. Nope. What's wrong with it? Oh well. There you go. You get to see the results of it anyway. There's the whole thing done. Doesn't look too bad. Kind of looks normal. There you go. Finished product. There's your poor man's fiberglass. Reinvented.